Hey guys, Steve here with Soul Lifts. I alluded to my protein pancake recipe in another video, so I'm going to show you how I make protein pancakes. And to do that, I'm going to start off with some vanilla whey protein. This is muscle milk. I've used other brands of vanilla protein before. You can try using strawberry or cookies or cream or chocolate. I find that they taste more like pancakes if you use the vanilla. I especially like this particular brand's flavor for this recipe. And normally I put in about 2 scoops of whey protein. I want to make a little bit of a bigger recipe today, so I'm going to put in 3. So I'm going to add 1, 2, and 3 scoops of vanilla whey protein. To that, I might pour the scoop out of here. To that, I'm going to add some uncooked oatmeal. This is Costco brand oatmeal. You can use Quaker Oats, of course. If you want to order Quaker Oats in Korea, that's pretty easy to do. Just go to Monster Zym, that's monsterzym.us, and order from them. I'm going to put in 2 big scoops, 2 heaping spoonfuls or 2 heaping scoopfuls here of the uncooked oatmeal, and drop the scoop back into the container. To that, I'm going to add 2 eggs. Now, normally I would just use the egg whites. I'm going to actually add the whole egg this time because I'm not so worried about hitting the fat macros as well. It tastes better when you throw in the yolk. But if you're really concerned about your fat macros, you might want to strain the yolk out. Just use the egg white portion. I'm going to eyeball here about a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. This is something you can find pretty much everywhere. It really does make the pancakes taste real nice. So I'm going to throw in a little bit of cinnamon. Splenda. This is, well, it's actually Costco brand artificial sweetener. This is 0-calorie sweetener. Because it's 0 calories, it's not going to impact your macros one way or the other, although some people don't like to use too much of this. I'm going to throw in a small handful of packets here just to sweeten the pancakes up. Usually for a recipe like this, I use about 3 or 4. It's a little bit larger today, so I'm putting in 4 or 5 packages here. And normally I would add honey, but I've discovered I have no honey. So instead, I'm going to add a little bit of 100% maple syrup, all the way from beautiful Canada, just to give it a little bit of that honey-esque kind of flavor. So I add about a tablespoon of maple syrup, which 2 tablespoons is 100 calories and 26 grams of carbs. So that's about 50 calories and about 13 grams of carbs that we've just added there. Now you can make it with water if you want to cut down on the fat content or the calories. I'm going to make it with low-fat milk. This is a little bit less than 1% milk. And as you blend it all up together, you'll know how much extra milk you're going to need. You want the consistency to be runny but not too runny. If you make this mixture too dry, the pancakes themselves will be horribly dry. And as anyone who's tasted some of my earlier experiments with the protein pancakes can attest, dry protein pancakes are no fun to eat. It's like chewing a hockey puck. So I'm going to just progressively add more and more milk here as needed until I get the consistency that I like. A little bit more than that. up as we go. Make sure we get all that good protein off the sides of the bowl. Yeah, it's still a little thick. So add a bit more milk to that. Still a little bit thick, but that's about right. If you let it sit too long, it will thicken up again. Alright, so I'm going to go right over to the fry pan, start cooking this up. Okay, so we're ready to throw her in the pan. You can use olive oil, canola oil, Pam spray if you've got the Pam non-stick cooking spray. You can use something like that. I don't have that, so I'm going to use just a little bit of olive oil. Just a tiny amount, not so much like last time. And just spread that around the pan. And you want to make sure your heat's not too high. If the heat's too high, it'll turn the outside black, and then the inside will be all nasty and runny, so you want to keep the heat nice and low. And I'm just going to eyeball out the pancakes. Oh, see, mixture's thickened up again. A little bit of milk. We'll make sure you got the right consistency in your pancake mix, or again, they're going to come out really dry. I'm just going to eyeball a medium-sized pancake there, and we'll let them cook up. Alright guys, so as the pancakes are cooking up, I'm going to go ahead make the rest of my meal. I'm going to start with my pills for the day. This is the Animal Pack and Animal Flex packs. That's how many pills there are total between the two packages. It's not that bad, right? It's about a good handful of pills. Now, if you want some more information on that, you can check out the My Supplements video. And to that, I'm going to add protein shake. Again, going with the Cyto Sports, the muscle milk. Gonna add a couple of scoops there. Now, if you're worried about your macros, use water. I like the taste of it when it has some milk in it. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk, and then I'm going to fill the rest up with water. So I get a little bit of that kind of creamy taste in there. I'm going to use one of these magic bullet type things where you just put them in a little mini blender. We'll blend that up. And I've also got about 160 grams here of black garlic ham, which I'm going to fry up in lieu of bacon or a fattier meat. And again, I'll put the macros for that at the bottom or on the screen, and again at the bottom in the link in the description. If you're worried about your fat macros, you might want to give this one a pass or look for some other lean meat that you could use. You might even want to fry up some chicken and put it next to the pancake as well. That could work for you. Alright, so I'm going to get everything all ready to go, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so the cooking is all done. I've got food here for the wife and I. We've got the protein pancakes with half a banana. You can throw some blueberries into the mix. Actually, it makes quite a nice pancake. Throw some blueberries in there. I've got some pan-fried ham, black garlic ham, a couple of shots of espresso, my morning pills, my morning shake, and some good old Canadian maple syrup. The coffee, by the way, is the Nespresso coffee. Fantastic coffee. If you're a coffee lover, go out and grab an espresso machine. Anyway, I'll put the macros up for the entire meal, and in the meantime, keep growing.